Thank you for coming back to another Kira Cash Checker Credit. And today is definitely going to be cash tips for everyone who is now forced to work from home. A lot of people are taking heed and taking this COVID-19 very seriously. And so these are the tips that I have for you. So the first one that is really big in to keep you from working all day, all night is to have set start and stop times. And I'm looking at my phone, I made sure I made some notes here to make sure that I stay on track, because y'all know I can get off on a tangent. So have a set start time and a set stop time, and that will save you from doing a lot of work outside of work hours, whether it be before or after. So set start and set stop, and kind of try to stay to that. And tip number 2 is to prep ahead whatever you can the night before to make that morning wake up and getting right to it easier, so it doesn't take so long to get into the swing of things. And so prepping ahead can be like, for instance, for me, is where I'm making sure that I have thought out what breakfast is going to look like, getting even the coffee maker set up, or wherever I'm going to get my source of caffeine, making sure that's already ready to go. What clothes will I be wearing? And I'm making sure that your devices are charged. And I say what clothes you'll be wearing, because you don't always have to dress all the way up. It depends on what your type of work is, what your line of work. But you definitely want to be presentable, because now if you think about it, whoever it is, if you're in the type of position where you still will need to meet with people, you don't know who's going to be in their background, who's going to be in their line of view. And so you want to basically have your best foot forward at all times. So, have that kind of thought out, at least from the bottom up, what you're going to look like. And you can be comfortable from the bottom down. They don't have to see the whole thing unless you are, say, in the fitness realm, and so definitely your whole body will be showing. But at least from the top up, something comfortable, something presentable, and not too far from what you would normally wear in the type of line of work where you would attend. Third thing you need to know is make sure that your space that you are working in is comfortable. Now, I don't mean so comfortable where it is always in the bed. I know the bed is definitely comfortable for a lot of people, and some people were not prepared to have to work from home, so the bed may be the best place that you can get. But I would say somewhere that is comfortable. If you can pull a desk or at least just a chair and some comfortable pillows closest to where your internet is, where your Wi-Fi is located, I think that would be the best for you, because you're gonna have technical difficulties. The bandwidth may be slowing down now, because a lot of people are on the internet trying to get work done, whether it's schoolwork, whether it's their actual jobs, just trying to stay connected to other people without having to physically connect. So make sure it is comfortable for you to work. And you can change that up from, week to week, day to day. And one day you may want to stay in bed. One day you may want to actually work at your desk. One day you may want to work from the couch. It just depends, but make sure that it's comfortable, because you will probably be there 7, 8, 9, 10 hours out of your day, with a couple times set up for your breaks. And that actually brings me to the next tip, is making sure you take your lunch break as well as any other breaks that you would normally take throughout the day. So a lot of companies have it to where you have a 30-minute lunch break and then 2 15 minutes, or however it may be, 1 15-minute and 1 45-minute lunch. Whatever it is, make sure you actually take that. Don't just power through. It's what you're entitled to. You're not going to get paid extra for not taking that break. So make sure you do take that break. And that break is when you're not working. So do something that is not work related and eat, take your lunch break, whatever it is that you would normally do. You may not have thought about this, but remember when I talked about the bandwidth may have slowed down? Or maybe the workplace that you have found is not most optimal to get the best internet service quality. So the next tip is to have a whiteboard handy, so that you can still, if the people that you are connecting with, if they can still see you, you can hold up that whiteboard, and write on it. And so, like, what if you don't have a whiteboard? You're in a pinch for time and this meeting still needs to occur. Possibly just, have some paper around, or even some of you who maybe you don't want a whiteboard. Use an old picture frame, put a white piece of paper inside of the picture frame. You can just write on that glass and erase it as needed. And then you can actually just hang it on the wall and have it there. So that's just a quick little tip for you. If that audio fails you, but that video quality is still there, if that is the route that you are taking to connect with others, use that. Use a whiteboard, use a picture frame with a white piece of paper, or just have some paper handy and something to write with so that you can still communicate your thoughts in writing. The next one is you should prioritize what must be done day by day. I know now we're trying to play catch up from probably some of us or some of you who were out of work for a certain amount of time, when people were trying to figure out what should we do. Should we allow people to go to work? How can they go to work? How can work be effective? So, we were all in a weird space where, no one was really working much. And so now it's like you're having to probably play catch up and, catch up from what wasn't being done and continue going forward with what was being done. So prioritize what must be done on a day-by-day basis. So don't try to do a lot of tasks, a million tasks within a day. Make sure you pick at least your pick maybe 10 tasks, but make sure that you put the highest priority as your top 3. Make sure you get those done and check them off. Make sure that they're visible. You can use your whiteboard for that if you're not using your whiteboard to communicate if you have an audio failure. So making sure that you prioritize what must be done, what really, 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 really needs to be done. And the last tip that I have for you is using a digital calendar. So once you prioritize what needs to be done, so maybe it's that you need to set a meeting. One of your priorities is that you need to meet with someone or with a group of people. So use a digital calendar. Use your calendar within your email and link it to your phone, and make sure that you set an alarm for that event to happen. That event to happen maybe 15 minutes prior, an hour prior, a day prior. And I know that some of these apps and phones, they allow you to have more than one alarm at a time when you create your events. So just making sure that you notify yourself ahead of time to say, hey, in 15 minutes, remember that you have to meet with, this person at this time at this location, or, the day before. Oh man, I'm so glad I set that alarm. So use your digital calendars and make sure you link it to your phone, because normally we have our phone with us. If we don't have anything else this day and age, you usually have your phone with you. You may not always be able to lay hands on your physical calendar. Still keep your physical calendar, but make sure you're also using a digital calendar so that you can stay organized. And these days I find that I put a lot of stuff on my digital calendar. It's not even just, meetings. It's just making sure there are different things that I do. I may even put my little list on there, or, just my thoughts, in there, so that I can go back to it later on and do whatever. It's kind of like a little task. But yeah, those are the tips I have for you. Maybe some of you have thought about them, you have not thought about them. Some people don't know where to start in this whole world of working from home, but I promise you it's gonna be okay. I'm hoping it's not gonna be forever. This is just something that is for now until this COVID is over. So those are my cash tips for you. They will work, and we are going to get through this. We're going to get back. You guys stay healthy, and I will catch you in the next one.